Welcome to What A Wednesdays, where I just talk about a day in the life of a healthy thin mentality so I can model the behavior for you. So I'm going to talk about yesterday. So yesterday I had my typical coffee and cream and not hungry in the morning, so generally speaking, so kind of did my thing. I got a little hungry at around 11 and I ate half a banana. I love them and it tastes great, and I take some vitamins, just like a multivitamin and vitamin D, and my doctor just said that's a good idea, so I do it. And sometimes I get nauseous because those pills are kind of big, and so the banana helps. That's all I need, and then I'm fine. So I kind of wait until I eat that a little something in order to take those vitamins. So again, that's just common sense. I mean, I know that's not really dealing with calories and weight loss and blah blah blah, but it's just sensible, okay? If you feel nauseous, if you take your vitamin on an empty stomach, then don't do it. This is all healthy thin mentality, normal life, common sense thinking, okay? So as a dieter, I would have been like, oh wow, I need to take this vitamin. I wasn't taking them then, but I'm going to take this vitamin. I know I would have been like, well, gosh, if I take it on an empty stomach, I'm nauseous, but I don't want to just eat those calories, so I'll just be nauseous. Stupid is that? All right, luckily that was a long time ago for me. Anyway, so then I went out to a work lunch and I ordered this fabulous little vegetarian chili for like an appetizer. So good, a bunch of beans in it and some avocado slices. It was so good. And then I'm sitting there waiting for this salad that I ordered. Just was in the mood for that. And this sad little salad comes to me with like just a bunch of leaves, and on the menu it looked like there was yummy stuff in it. I don't know, I should have actually questioned it, but it was a work meeting, so I just didn't want to do that. And so I sat there eating my sad little just pile of greens with some dressing, and it was just completely unsatisfying. And so that happens sometimes, right? No big deal. I mean, the greens tasted good and everything, but I was looking for some more. So left my work meeting, went home, and I ate some more, because that's what you do with healthy thin mentality. You don't go, well, that should be enough. I mean, that's what they gave me and that should be enough. No, sometimes they give you more than you need. Sometimes they give you less than you need. And so anyway, so I came home and I happened to have some leftover Indian food in the refrigerator. It's so great to have leftover stuff that you like, or little things you like at your house. So I put a big pile of rice, not a big pile, a scoop of rice, and some navratna korma, which is this fabulous Indian, yummy, saucy, vegetable-y thing. I was in a vegetable mood yesterday, can you tell? So, and I ate that, and I was like, oh, thank goodness. And again, keep the perspective of how lucky we are that I didn't like my lunch, and it wasn't great. I got to come home and eat something else, okay? Keep remembering how lucky we are that we can do that, okay? Keep that perspective alive in your head, that food is beautiful. It is not bad and shouldn't scare you. It is a delightful thing that we're fortunate to have access to, okay? So anyway, that was, by the time all that happened, that was like 1:30. So I'm working, blah, 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 and I do a workout at home, like around 5 o'clock. So it's just very, it's a yoga type workout that I do myself. I go elsewhere and do other stuff, and I love some other sports that I do, but this yoga, I think I need to talk about it more, because I think a lot of you guys would really like it. It's what I like about yoga, and I'm not going to be in the circus or something. I don't do those weird poses that actually you have to be really committed to be able to learn them. They're great, don't get me wrong. That's just not me. I want to get down on the floor and do some things that I can do that make me stronger and feel great. So when I go to a class sometimes and I see people doing crazy things, I'm like, wow, that's great. I just don't have time. I just want to get my workout in, feel good, and maybe in a few years I'll be able to do the weird balance. I'm saying weird, that's not right. The more intense, the more advanced balance poses. But you don't need to be able to do that to get some really great, benefits of doing yoga. So I kind of calmly do that on my own. I blast the music actually, so it's not so calm, because I love music. And so anyway, I did that. It's about a 40-minute little thing that I do. And anyway, so after that, I was really hungry. Now, probably, now that I'm thinking about it, it's because I had really just eaten kind of vegetarian kind of foods. I'm not a vegetarian, but that's kind of what I did. So I was really hungry. So we had some fabulous chicken parmesan in my refrigerator, and so I took a big hunk of that and a piece of bread, this fabulous bread I like, that's all got all this yummy this yummy stuff on the outside, seeds and fennel and salt and all kinds of stuff. And I was on my own, so I sat down and I ate that, and it was so good. I mean, I'm hungry right now and my mouth is watering. Of course, that's a sign of hunger. That's a good one. Those biological cues are important. So, if you think of food like I just did and it makes your mouth water physically, you're probably getting hungry. So, and I know I'm getting hungry and I'm going to eat as soon as I do this. But anyway, so I sat down and I heated that up, and it heated up really well. It's really nice to take care of yourself by having things that you can reheat available in your refrigerator. Okay, these are important ways to take care of yourself. And I think sometimes when you have a diet mentality, you don't even feel like, I want to say like worthy of taking care of yourself food-wise. You just try to like, well, I clearly have weight on me, so I don't need to really worry about food. Yes, you do. You need to take care of yourself with food that you love, okay? So that was yesterday, and let's see, that was like around, I don't know, I'm going to say 6 o'clock or something by the time I did that. And a little later on, before I went to bed, I had a little sweet tooth, and sometimes I would actually eat something like, I don't know, candy or whatever, but I opened my eyes, looked in my refrigerator, and go, wow, that looks so good. And it was this fruit tart with, fruit on the top and some custardy thing underneath. I don't know what it was. I actually bought it. I didn't make it, so I wasn't really sure, but the fruit looked good. I ate all the fruit off the top. If I had wanted and been hungry for the stuff underneath, I would have eaten it. But since I do not have a diet mentality, I don't feel pressure to eat that because I'm allowing myself to. I just wanted the fruit. I ate the fruit. I did put the rest of it back in the fridge. It's probably still there. Maybe I'll eat it another time. Who knows? But the beauty of craving something sweet and eating fruit, not because you have to, because it's the only sweet thing you're allowed to eat, but because you want to, it's a beautiful thing, guys, and it's a part of building your healthy, thin mentality. Which leads me to a thing I want to announce today, is that my goal is to help people build their healthy, thin mentality. And I've seen this over the years. The people who engage with a book or workbook do better. They do a lot better. They're more prepared, they understand the concept more quickly, and they commit to it more fully. In an effort to, sincerely from my heart, to get more of you guys on the path to the healthy, thin mentality in the most rapid, and I'm not saying it's rapid, but the quickest possible way, if you want to be in our private Facebook group, which is a great source of energy and camaraderie to make this journey, because remember, this isn't a very popular thing, it's dieting and like that, and we're trying to not do that. So it's nice to have a group where you can see other people doing this and hear the ups and downs and the whole truth. From now on, I want you to either get the $9.99 Kindle version of the book, or the book in paperback, which is on the website for $16. If I could make it cheaper, I would, guys. It cost me practically that much to make the way I make them, and in the quantities, or the workbook. You don't need to buy all of them. If you can just do one, so that this will be better for you, I promise. And honestly, the best thing to do is get the book, read the book, and then do the workbook, and that will bring you to a point where you just accelerate through this because you have an understanding of the smarts of this, the wisdom. And I share my story, and the group is getting kind of big, and I want people in it who are who have made that slight commitment to it, because we will all do better. Hope you understand. If you have financial stress in your life and you can't, private message me, okay? Just private message me, all right? But if you can, it's not a lot of money in the scheme of things. And I'm telling you, one thing I really should mention is, with your healthy, thin mentality, you save money on eating. You absolutely do, because it's completely different. You are no longer afraid of ordering the big portion. You order the big portion, you take some home. And that usually, like a small portion is, let's say, $8, and the big one is $11. So for $3, you get like twice as much food. Things like that. You're not afraid of food. It's, in general, you spend less. anyway. So I hope if you are inclined that you join us in our private group. Again, it's a fantastic group of people, supportive, and it's helpful. Check it out and you'll see. Anyway, that's dietsarefattening.com on Facebook. But let me know if you have any trouble getting it or getting the book or whatever. And please like, share, subscribe. If this message resonates with you, which I hope it does, let's help share it. Let's get it out there so people stop suffering with a diet mentality. And suffering is not a melodramatic word here. You know it. I suffered for, I was going to say a bad word, for a long time with a diet mentality. And the difference between living with a diet mentality and a healthy thin mentality is you can't even imagine if you're still in a diet mentality, the difference. It is life-changing. And it not only changes your relationship with food and eating, it changes your life in other ways. You are more confident, you are more positive, because you're not worrying about this all the time. And it bleeds into other areas of your life in a beautiful way, okay? Please, if you have a question or whatever, feel free to message me, comment here or in the private group, and we will get this done. And yes, you can do this. Of course you can do this. This is normal behavior. Okay, thanks a lot. We'll talk soon. I'll be back soon. Thanks.